October 16th, 2023. A freezing, hostile night in Zinica. The media whispers leading up to this moment were absolutely deafening. He is finished. His legs are gone. He is a tactical burden to any modern team. But in a fraction of a second, Cristiano Ronaldo spots a microscopic flaw in the Bosnian defensive line. He explodes through the offside trap, leaves the center backs grasping at thin air, and executes a flawless, arrogant chip over the rushing goalkeeper. The stadium descends into absolute stunned silence. How did a 38-year-old player, who was just discarded by his club and benched by his own national team months prior, suddenly orchestrate a brutal international destruction? To understand this masterpiece, we have to look at the massive tactical trap the football world fell into, and the brilliant manager who finally figured out how to unlock the ultimate veteran version of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's quickly rewind to the bitter winter of 2022. The narrative surrounding Ronaldo was aggressively set in stone. Following an explosive exit from Manchester United and a heartbreaking World Cup campaign in Qatar, the footballing establishment had made their final verdict. Erik ten Hag at United and Fernando Santos with Portugal had both benched Ronaldo under the exact same modern tactical dogma. In today's hyper-athletic game, the philosophy is strict. If your striker does not relentlessly press the center backs for 90 minutes, your entire system collapses. The data analyst pointed to his pressing metrics, highlighting that elite modern forwards were averaging over 15 to 20 pressing actions per 90 minutes, while his numbers were inevitably dropping. They looked at a man who had scored over 800 career goals, and all they saw was a structural problem out of possession, a player who wasn't covering the mandatory 10 or 11 kilometers a game. The football world had effectively decided that his aging legs were no longer compatible with elite tactics. But then came Roberto Martinez, a pragmatic, highly intelligent tactician who took over the Portuguese national team in early 2023. Martinez looked at the tactical board and did not see a burden. He saw the most lethal sniper in the history of the sport being entirely misused. Martinez understood a fundamental truth that the modern pressing obsession had blinded others to. You do not ask a legendary sniper to fight in the muddy trenches with a bayonet. You put him in a heavily protected vantage point and you let him pull the trigger. Martinez immediately implemented a massive tactical shift. He didn't ask Ronaldo to change his game. He changed the environment around him. He completely removed the exhausting first-line pressing duties from Ronaldo's shoulders. To compensate for this, Martinez deployed a relentless, high-engine midfield and attacking line. Players like Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, and Joao Palhinha became the absolute workhorses. Rafael Leao and Joao Felix provided explosive width and dangerous transition speed. By surrounding Ronaldo with these tireless workers, Martinez effectively insulated his master artist. This wasn't just a formation change, it was the creation of a perfect tactical ecosystem. Ronaldo was no longer required to drop deep into his own half to desperately chase lost causes or engage in meaningless physical duels. Instead, he was instructed to operate almost exclusively within the width of the opponent's penalty box. He was allowed to conserve every single ounce of his remaining physical energy for the one thing he does better than anyone else: elite spatial calculation and clinical finishing. This brilliant structural shift culminated in that cold night against Bosnia and Herzegovina in the Euro qualifiers. Portugal stepped onto the pitch facing immense pressure. A hostile crowd, laser pointers in the eyes, and a physical Bosnian team desperate for a result. It took exactly 5 minutes for the new ecosystem to strike. A penalty was awarded to Portugal. In a stadium screaming for him to fail, Ronaldo stepped up. This is the exact environment where he transformed from a human into a cold-blooded cyborg. He smashed the ball straight down the middle. 1-0. The statement was made. But the true tactical vindication, the absolute proof that Martinez's trap was flawless, was revealed in his second goal just 15 minutes later. Because he wasn't exhausted from making 10 different pressing sprints in the opening minutes, Ronaldo had total mental clarity and explosive physical burst. As Joao Felix drove the ball forward, Ronaldo didn't just blindly sprint into the box. He engaged in a high IQ chess match. He deliberately drifted slightly wide, forcing the Bosnian center backs to make a split-second decision. He waited for them to step up, attempting to trigger an offside trap. But Ronaldo's timing was terrifyingly perfect. He curved his run, staying onside by mere millimeters, and exploded into the open space. The pass from Felix was perfect, and Ronaldo's finish, a delicate chipped ball over the keeper, was a breathtaking display of supreme confidence. It was a goal that defied biology and shattered the finished narrative into a million unrecognizable pieces. With their talisman playing with absolute freedom, the Portuguese team turned into an unstoppable machine. The Bosnian defense, completely dragged out of position by Ronaldo's intelligent movement, collapsed entirely. Bruno Fernandes smashed in a third. João Cancelo curled in a beautiful fourth. João Felix completed the destruction with a fifth, 5-0, all within the first 45 minutes of the match. It was a flawless exhibition of attacking football. In just one half of football, Cristiano Ronaldo had completely dismantled an international defense. He wasn't just standing in the box waiting for tap-ins, he was the primary focal point of a beautifully orchestrated attacking system. To summarize the tactical magic of this night, Roberto Martinez proved that aging superstars don't need to be discarded. By removing the defensive burden and building a relentless, highly functional midfield engine around him, he unlocked the ultimate veteran version of CR7. He turned a perceived tactical weakness into the focal point of a devastating attack. The football world is incredibly quick to write off legends. Pundits love to focus on what a player can no longer do, rather than maximizing what they still do better than anyone else. Form is temporary. Modern tactics will constantly evolve and change. But pure, unadulterated greatness, a relentless psychological drive, and an unmatched footballing IQ are permanent. So, I want to ask you, is Roberto Martinez's system the only way to prolong the careers of aging legends, or is Cristiano Ronaldo simply the exception to every single rule? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, no matter the circumstances, no matter the critics, you never, ever doubt the king.